What's up, guys? Brian back to do a Monday morning Walking Dead talk about the special that was aired yesterday on the Talking Dead. I got a question for you, copyright status update, and just some different talking that we thought about the special and everything in general about the Walking Dead. So here we go. Got the question. August 15th, Monday, Season 4, Episode 5. Where does Herschel lure the walkers in the cell block before shooting them? So we're still in the prison, Season 4, Episode 5. Where does Herschel lure the walkers in the cell block before shooting them? Execution chamber, weapons locker, catwalk, observation tower. So where does Herschel lure the walkers in the cell block before shooting them? And it's the observation tower. Observation tower. Herschel lures the undead former patients out of Lizzie's sight. Okay, not really a good question, but there you go. Monday, August 15th. So hopefully you watched the Walking Dead Season 6 marathon. Finale was in there. The marathon all day Sunday. We watched a lot of it. I think we picked it up right at the Morgan episode. So what is that? Episode 4, I think. Yeah, episode 4, we watched a bunch of it, got to see No Way Out, loved that one before we went out and did some errands on Sunday, came back, watched some different things, and whatever. Thought it was really great. I thought the special was really great too. The special, they actually gave us some information. It was pretty cool. They had Austin Emilio, Dwight, and Yvette Nicole Brown, and Chris Hardwick, of course, on the show, and I thought they did a pretty good job on there too. I liked Austin Emilio. He said he's been hitting some of the conventions. He's going to be at Walker Stalker Atlanta. Has anyone met him? I heard he's pretty cool, pretty nice guy, pretty cool guy, just a regular dude. And Yvette Nicole Brown, she's been on a bunch of different things, and she's a Walking Dead super fan. And she had some decent points on there too, but the biggest thing that I think I got away with it is that she was at Comic-Con. If you see any of the panels that were there, she was one of she led one of the basic panels for The Walking Dead. It was like the Monday morning breakfast one or something. It's not very long, but she did she was the host, and she was saying, I was having a conversation with one of the cast members, and they couldn't really talk about it because they were upset about what was going on and everything. They were talking about that they can't have a conversation with their friends and this and that. And then she goes, he said this and he couldn't do that. And then immediately she said he switched up he or she, and she switched it back. But so she could have been having a conversation with a male or a female, but I think she kind of gave it away that it's a male that dies. And if you know anything about us and the spoilers of things, we know that we feel it's a male, and we think that it's based on our predictions, theories, the spoilers going around town, just the whatever you want to call them, it's a guy. Well, really two guys, but a guy. And so that's what she kind of gave away too. I thought Austin Emilio was really funny. He told a couple different stories about how he got the Walking Dead job. He auditioned for it, found out Friday, flew there Monday, had to sign somethings on Tuesday, went into wardrobe and everything on there, and started filming on Friday. I got a script Thursday, started filming on Friday. And it was so fast on there too. And he was really funny because he talked about his neighbor, and he goes, he had to go to his neighbors and borrow some Wi-Fi and get this whenever there too. He booked the show whenever there too, and his neighbor, he goes, yeah, I booked the show Walking Dead. She goes, oh my God, Walking Dead. And he didn't know about the show really at all. He didn't really watch it, he said. And he goes, yeah, the last thing she said was, it's not about the zombies, it's about the people. And then she closed the door on him and whatever. So it was kind of funny. And the other thing was that in Season 6, Episode 6, when he steals the bike, he was saying that he knew how to ride a motorcycle and knew all this, and he got on the motorcycle and he put the key in and the key broke, and he had to keep acting, and it won't go because the key it broke in the ignition, and so he had to push the bike out of frame or whatever there too, and then they had to reshoot it and whatever there too. But it was really funny because he was the first episode that he was in and doing all these things, and he had a couple good stories like that, and I thought it was really funny. But you saw an interview with Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Lenny James, Carol, Melissa McBride, a little thing with Norman Reedus, Scott M. Gimple said something, and they had the big thing was the little clip. It's always never a big deal what they show us. We have the inside thing of The Walking Dead. We have the inside clip on there too, and it's just Dwight pushing his bike. He's riding his motorcycle, or riding Daryl's motorcycle, and he's riding the bike down, and he stops, and he sees the highway. And you see the highway above him there too with the truck there, and you see walkers kind of all over the place. So what kind of, to me, jumps out at it is the part with Jesus in the comic book. I don't want to give too much else away, and we talk about it in the other things, 7 things you may have missed part. But the big thing is that he turns around and tries to crush out some walker heads to clear out his path, and he's got Daryl's vest on. So we get to see that finally. We finally saw that he has Daryl's vest on. And if you know anything about the other videos that we made, we know that Daryl, spoilers, if you don't want to watch, don't know, he's captured by Negan at the very beginning of the season. In season 1, he's taken prisoner. And I guess they take his crossbow, they take his jacket, they take his bike, they take his whatever. So Dwight's wearing it, because in the comic, Dwight wears a vest. So he's kind of the hybrid of the two. They're kind of like split into 2 different characters. They both have the vest, they both have that. So I guess Dwight's turning that tie where he's wearing it. Because this is going to be the season of Negan. This is going to be the season of the Saviors and season of Negan on there too. So it was kind of cool to see that. We thought it was his vest. We kind of knew it was his vest, but we just have visual proof of that too. So we know that Daryl's going to be alright. He's going to make it out of there too, because the vest, he's going to get it back hopefully in the bike, but we know that he's going to be a prisoner and he's taken at the sanctuary there too. So it was kind of cool. The other thing was that Morgan and Carol talk about the kingdom, and they talked about this and Shiva and everything. They're really excited for that too, which will probably be most likely episode 3 of this season, and we're excited to see that too. Can't wait. And Morgan was talking about a good point. Well, Lenny James was saying a good point, that he's in the kingdom without Rick. He can be himself now. You get to see Morgan as Morgan. You don't see him with Morgan and Rick. With Morgan watching, with having to watch over his back, what Rick's going to do, and Rick, being the leader of Morgan on there too. Morgan could be Morgan at the kingdom. So that's going to be great too. I hope that Morgan does flourish in the kingdom, and I hope he stays around for a long time. I hope he doesn't die. I hope he doesn't sacrifice himself or go out in there too. I hope him and Ezekiel have a friendship and a bond like no other. I think he finds his place there, and I hope he does too. Hope thing with Carol as well. So the 2 poll questions I thought were great on the show were, will Dwight be a good guy on there? And if you know the comics, then you're going to rule yes or no. And Carol and Morgan, will they hook up, be a relationship, or get together, or anything like that too? And I don't know if they will have a romantic relationship, or if they have their friendship and they rebuild Carol to making her strong again on there too. I think Carol does 3 things. She has a relationship with Morgan, has a relationship with Ezekiel, or she dies. One of the 3 is going to happen on there too. So I could see her kind of being rehabilitated with that, or maybe she just flirts with Ezekiel kind of thing, or Ezekiel flirts with her, because in the comic, Ezekiel flirts with another woman on there too. That's kind of taken now on the show, so we can't really mess with that. But I'm thinking about it too. And then you had Thomas Paine. He ruled in and had there too, and he was saying how about his training and everything there too, because it's going to be very physical for him this season, where he's going to be doing some fighting and everything, which is cool, which we can't wait for, because Jesus is awesome. We can't wait for him to actually unleash his abilities on the walkers and the saviors and everything else, so it would be really cool as well. So I thought the special was really good. Did you watch it? Did you think? What did you think, guys? Post your comments below. I thought they gave some information. They didn't give too much away, but I thought it was great. And last but not least, AMC copyright claims. I want to give a props to 999 Gaming, which contacted us out of the blue, gave us some support and help. Ronnie Hayes, who he's talking about fear the fair use hashtag, because we're just trying to use fair use. We're not trying to get anything over on AMC. I don't want to feel like we're trying to get one over and steal stuff from them too. We're not trying to use their copyright logos and their trademarks and anything like that too. We're just trying to make our own thing with our own commentary and the fair use of it. I try to use the still images to build the case and show, criticism, education, and show you what's upon it. If I'm like, oh, there's a picture of Morgan, you can't see it, but let me just talk about it. They're standing in the center of the kingdom. It's in the trailer, this and that. I should be allowed to put the picture up, the still image of it, portraying the image of it, or the criticism of it, or the education of it, or reporting, or something like that too. I should be able to do that for 15 seconds, give that, and move on from it. But they're doing copyright claims, and it's not even AMC; it's a shop AMC. It's the copyright claim. So after talking with Ronnie Hayes of Make a Path Presents, if you haven't know who he is, definitely check him out. 999 Gaming also gave us some things that we should fight it and dispute it on there too. So I don't want to have a copyright strike on here. I don't want to do anything like that too. I want to have the channel grow. I want to build everything up. But I disputed two videos, And I just put in that they're fair use, we commentate on things, we use still images plus commentary on the thing, and if anyone knows that, that should be used of fair use myself. You know, I'm putting my commentary, my, you know, take on things, my own personal thoughts, and, you know, just talking about the images in front of us. I'm not trying to use the image to have anything but a reference point to what we're looking at too. So I'm trying to use the image to build the education up for you to know or criticize or break it down or just inform them too, which are under the fair use guidelines. I'm not trying to do anything, get one over on there too, and I'm not trying to break anything down and hurt AMC or take anything that's more than they deserve. So I tried that. I disputed 2 videos. We'll see how it goes on there too. Fear the fair use. We're trying to build that hashtag with Ronnie Hayes on there too, and Make It Path Presents. And it's very important for really not just AMC and The Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead or anything like that too. It's basically we should have fair use as YouTube and as people and as really the public. Now we should be allowed to say our points against different things there too. So Ronnie Hayes brought up a great point. This will be my last thing. Is if you're on Amazon and you put up a review, you should be able to put up your reviews and say, you know, this product was very good for this and this, but it sucked with this, so I'm giving it 3 stars, whatever. The company, I guess, could delete them, but you should be able to put the good reviews and the bad reviews up there as well. You should be able to have the ability to state your mind, your opinion, your thoughts on there too, as good or bad or whatever, and you should have the right to do that. But the same thing with an image of, you know, there. So, and I'm not trying to put videos up that portray the whole thing and you watch my video for free so you don't have to have cable. It's just things, and you can go watch the trailer or you can watch the clips on there too. I guess I gotta put a link to the trailer that shows it there too, but I don't know, it comes down to when we get the feeling that it's just someone at AMC or Shop AMC or AMC.com or whatever, some part of AMC that's trying to go around and monetize videos that are doing well and then do that for a little while and then drop the dispute and then move on with their life and then drop the dispute and move on with their life. And if they do that a bunch of times and they're monetizing so many videos, they're bringing in so much extra revenue for the company that, you know, is not fair to YouTubers that are trying to build themselves up, build their company up, build their thoughts up, build their fan base up, and build their support up there too. So I'm not trying to take on any giants. I'm just trying to have our thoughts, have fun with this. You know, I love The Walking Dead. I love AMC. I love the production. I love the fans. I love everything like that too. I'm not trying to break anything down, but I'm just saying what's going on. So we disputed 2 videos. Hopefully we get them dropped and put in our favor so we get back to our rights with those things. And that's not even all the videos that they actually claimed. There was 14 videos that they claimed. I'm just trying to get 2 of them back. So I'm not trying to put up a fight for the other bullshit that they're trying to do. So I just want 2 of the 14 back on my rights, my group, my channel, I mean our channel, our group's channel, you know, everything there too. So there you go, guys. Like, share, subscribe. What do you think about this special? Post your comments below, guys. Sorry about the rant. Just trying to go off to build our rights for that too. We got to stick together as YouTubers, YouTube fans, and everything as the general public, trying to stick together to help everyone to have our rights kept up to just protect us. That's all. So thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. And as always, thank you.